All right, peace. We're back. Again, December 1st. Let's plug you in. Heat's been on back here to keep our water from freezing for weeks now. I've had it at 45 degrees back here when it was in the 40s overnight. Although it's not freezing, also don't want my tires to get too cold out here. Got a fortune in tires on the shelf up there. So when it started getting cold, we went right to 55 degrees. So when we come out in the garage, set at 55 here, and we leave the door open. With the back being insulated, it stays really nice and warm. But we leave both these doors open, and it stays 50 at waist high. Up here, it's got to be, it's got to be at least 55 up there as well. So that's what it's all about: keeping that stuff from getting botched up. Keeping the water from freezing. Got the mower and blower all off real good. Got as much of the grunkus off it as we can. Like I said, once we get Bray's kart, I guess at this point, prefer to just get that out in a trailer. No sense in leaving it in here. He's done for the winter. Drain the gas, drain the oil, clean the, spray some WD-40 down in through the fuel line. Connection on the carburetor, making sure float bowl and everything gets full of gook, So and then get one of the boys over, Richard Kenny, to help me. We'll roll it out and stick it in the front of the trailer for the winter. Done. I need to get my. I think it's down here in that orange bucket. Well, there's an orange bucket here. I got to get out some other time. I ain't going to do it right now, but I got to get my antifreeze tester out. I know I have 50/50 antifreeze in the lay-down shifter. It was in Richard's garage, which the walls were insulated, but it still got pretty damn cold in there. And we didn't have any problem with it freezing. Didn't have any problem with it freezing over the winter out here last year. It'll be a little colder in the trailer, but still, I mean, it's good to 50/50 is good to 40 below. But we're going to check the stuff in the bottle and make sure, just in case we get a cold snap and it's sitting out there. We don't want that engine freezing and cracking and causing trouble like it did with the other two. So, there you go. Once we get this thing out of here, we're all set up for, all the parts for this are in these totes. All the parts for the Larry Mobile, the Ren Speed are in those totes in that package there. Again, we get this out, we get this moved over. If we need it for snow, then we'll have it. And like I said, until the lean-to's done, I'm not going to leave it out there to get snow all over it. We spent a ton of money on that thing. So one more winter maybe in the garage here, over here against the door, covered up. And we'll get the Ren Speed out back and do the sandblasting just right out the back door. Yeah, in the freezing cold. Shouldn't make a great deal of difference. It'll be a little miserable on me, but it is what it is. In the meantime, we'll get this one all put back together. Get the engine on it, and fuel pump, fuel lines, fuel tank. Maybe we get hoses and electric pump on it and all that stuff. Still have to locate where we're going to put the battery on it and all that kind of thing, but that can wait. That kind of stuff can wait. Putting a gauge on it can wait until the spring. We'd just like to get it all the parts, pieces back on it, back together. Make sure we've got the Nerfs where we want them, the pods on the Nerfs where we want them. Any kind of modification with that done. But that's it. So a little China yard, China shop, China land. Just trying to get things together, before we can't do anything outside, because it's, me, I'm on thinners and stuff. So I mean, right now my toes are numb. At one point, my fingers out there, I didn't have any gloves on at first. I made 4 or 5 passes. I stopped, coming and got some gloves, but they're just work gloves, They're not to keep your hands warm. So I had to stick my one hand under my jewels or on the side of my cheek, underneath the cheek on the seat, warm these fingers up while I drove with the other hand, and then stick them, maybe in my pocket or something. But yeah, it got cold. My fingers were numb there by the time I was done. So That's what you get for cutting grass in December 1st when it's 32 degrees or 31 degrees outside. Well below freezing with the wind chill. So, hey, it's the first time for everything, right? There's a last time for everything, too, if you know what I'm saying, Bob. That's it. We're going to start getting to this stuff right quick. Yeah, it's the holiday is coming, being December 1st. It's Kenny's birthday tomorrow. Let's see, he was December of 59, 2024. I don't know, 60, 40, 50, 60, 64, 65. 65? Holy cow, the kid's getting old. I'll be 60 in February, man. That's 20 years longer than I ever expected to live. I thought for sure when I was 18, if I made it to 40, I'd be an old geezer and I'd be dead. So, setting records, old RPM. Going to be 60 in February. Oh my goodness. I'm getting old too. That's it, folks. Got garbage going out tonight. Happy post-Thanksgiving. Holidays coming. New Year's coming. We're going to start assembling and getting things together. So once we get stuff working out here, we will get all this stuff out of there, out into this area, and we will paint back in there. I want to do both sides. I got the new pump here for the water back there. That pump is making noise. It's been making noise since we ran the guts out of it in the spring to pump water into the pool. So bearings are going or something on that thing. So that needs to get done. We need to plumb in our whole house water system. That cost me $1,000, man. I need to get that up and running. It's been a year. It's been hanging on the walls. Hasn't been plumbed into the system. So we got some work to do out here, y'all. Don't be shy. Stop on by. I'll put you to work. Godspeed. Hang in there, folks. It'll get better. It's getting better already.